Now, if you watch content like mine or content from any other creator that makes videos about tarantulas, scorpions, or other invertebrates or exotic pets, inevitably YouTube or TikTok will eventually recommend some videos of tarantulas and other exotic animals fighting to the death. This is a disturbing trend on the internet that has been allowed to grow over many years now. And since TikTok has exploded on the scene, these types of videos seem to be even more popular now than ever. Today's sponsor is a longtime supporter and friend of the channel, and that is ArisuSpiderShop.com. And they've asked me to let you know that they've extended their epic moving sale so they can clear out some more spiderlings before they move to their much larger breeding facility. So for a limited time, there are some amazing deals on their website, depending on how much you spend. If you spend over $200 before shipping, you can use the code 50ARISUS and get $50 off. If you spend over $550, then use the code 70ARISUS for 70% off. And if you spend over $1,200, use the code 75ARISUS to save 75% off your order. Now I know $1,200 sounds like a lot to spend, but when you use the discount code, you'll get $1,200 worth of spiders for only $300 before tax and shipping. So head over to ArisuSpiderShop.com and check out their huge selection of tarantulas, spiders, scorpions, and more. New species are being added all the time, so make sure you're checking back often. Now let's get back to the video. Now I won't mention any of these channels or accounts by name because the last thing that I want to do is to drive even more traffic to their videos. And I'm definitely not going to show any of their footage because I don't want to participate in the same behaviors. But I do think it's important that we briefly discuss this issue because this type of content is getting millions, even tens of millions of views. And to be clear, I'm not talking about content like Monster Bug Wars or videos and shows that run on channels like Discovery or Animal Planet, where they compare stats like venom potency, strength, or speed, or hunting behaviors to compare and determine which species might be stronger. The videos I'm referring to are people putting two different species of tarantula, or even a tarantula and a centipede or some other arachnid, invertebrate, or reptile into the same small enclosure with nowhere to retreat or hide, and poking or prodding these animals to fight to the death. It is essentially the same as dogfighting or rooster fights, things that most cultures have outlawed and have pretty significant consequences if you're caught participating in these types of events, from large fines to even some jail time. Since spiders and other inverts and reptiles are still feared by most people and not considered lovable pets or farm animals, most don't seem to care too much, let alone get upset at the idea of tarantulas fighting to the death. But animals are animals, whether you particularly like a certain species or not, and what is considered inhumane for a dog should also be considered inhumane for an invertebrate. It is true tarantulas kill and eat other invertebrates, and in nature they may eat other tarantulas, centipedes, or scorpions, as they are seen as prey. Tarantulas have even been known to be cannibalistic and eat their own species. Females often eat the male after mating. Some tarantulas have been known to eat spiderlings, even if they're their own offspring. But observing this behavior in nature or in natural circumstances is much different than deliberately placing two docile animals into a small confined space and forcing them to fight to the death. Why these types of videos are not considered animal cruelty is beyond me, but I suspect it's based in people's fear of spiders, so they just don't care how much they're being treated. My issue with this type of content is the fact these videos are monetized across a lot of platforms, receive hundreds of thousands to millions of views, and very few people seem to take issue with what they are doing. But what really bothers me is that YouTube and TikTok see that I'm enjoying videos about tarantulas and other exotic pets, and decides that since I like learning about these types of animals, I must also want to see them fight to the death. And I'm personally getting tired of these videos being suggested to me after watching care videos or nature documentary style content. But what can we actually do about this? The worst thing we can do is actually watch these videos. Clicking on the videos, watching even more than a minute of the content, leaving comments, or even disliking the video is all seen by the algorithm as engagement. This engagement will lead to the video being recommended to even more people, as well as telling the platform they should suggest more content like this to you in the future. So the best thing you can do when you come across this content is to not engage with it. Do not click on the video. Don't leave a comment telling everyone how terrible the video is, because it will probably help promote the video more than change anyone's hearts or minds, especially that of the people that make this type of content. But you can click on the three dots and select report from the drop-down menu and report the video as violent or repulsive content, or even as harmful or dangerous acts. Now, I don't know that it will make any difference to YouTube or TikTok, and I doubt it will lead to the video being taken down or removed. But if enough people do that when these videos are suggested suggested, it just might help decrease the frequency the videos are recommended and limit the audience they are suggested to. And who knows, maybe one day it could lead to these types of videos having restricted monetization or being completely demonetized. And if there is no financial incentive to make this type of content, maybe they will stop filming and posting them. Really, it is just fear-mongering or glorifying gore. And while many people may not care at all, I think it furthers the narrative that tarantulas and other inverts are scary and dangerous and something to be feared, when in reality, they are amazing creatures that need to be studied more, appreciated, and conserved and protected in nature. If you would not do it to a cute and fluffy animal, then you probably shouldn't be doing it to any animals at all. So please don't support these channels or their behaviors, and report this type of content anytime you see it to help stop the glorification of fighting animals to the death, even if those animals are tarantulas, scorpions, or reptiles or invertebrates, or other creatures that you might be afraid of. Life is life, whether it's an invertebrate, a snake, or a cute little cat. And if you believe fighting animals to the death is wrong, then there shouldn't be exceptions made for tarantulas, scorpions, centipedes, or other animals that maybe aren't considered cute and fluffy. Now, if you want to learn more about tarantulas and possibly help overcome your fears, check out this video right here. As always, I appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for buying Tarantula Collective merchandise, and I will see you next Tuesday.